In 1997, in the serene and tranquil neighborhood of Sion, Mumbai, India, a chilling event would unfold that would send shockwaves through the tight-knit community. At the heart of this story was Bhanumati Thakkar, a 58-year-old woman who resided in Vrindavan society. Her life was quiet and unassuming, spent in the absence of her husband, Amrut Lal, a gold businessman who was often away in Dubai. Their only son was pursuing his studies in Pune, leaving Bhanumati to spend her days alone in their family home. As she lived in solitude, everything appeared to be normal until that fateful day. On the morning of October 14, 1997, Maya, the domestic help who assisted Bhanumati, returned after a brief 2-day leave. Before her absence, Maya had duly informed Bhanumati, but upon her return, an eerie silence met her. She rang the doorbell repeatedly, but there was no response. The house remained locked, and no one answered her calls. A sense of dread began to wash over Maya as she tried to peer through the locked door, only to be met with darkness and silence. What truly piqued her curiosity was an unusual and unsettling odor that emanated from within the house. It was unlike anything she had ever encountered, and it sparked an instinctual feeling that something was deeply amiss. What could be causing such a stench? Maya's intuition told her that something was gravely wrong. As her concerns mounted, she knew that a terrible mystery was unfolding before her. With growing apprehension, Maya finally contacted the local authorities, and this marked the beginning of an investigation that would prove to be as challenging as it was enigmatic. The police arrived at the scene, taking in the eerie and unsettling atmosphere that had gripped the house. What they discovered was a gruesome murder scene, one that sent shivers down their spines. Inside the house, Bhanumati Thakkar, a woman with a mysterious past, lay lifeless, having met a gruesome and brutal end. She had been mercilessly stabbed in her own home, and the crime scene was one of pure horror. The house was in disarray, and Bhanumati's lifeless body was covered in blood. The wounds on her body told a grim tale of a frenzied attack, but the motive behind this heinous crime remained elusive. The police were faced with a chilling enigma that would prove to be one of the most baffling cases in the annals of criminal investigation. Determined to unravel the secrets hidden within the shadows, the police embarked on their probe investigation. A dedicated detective was assigned to the case, taking on the challenge to uncover the truth that had eluded investigators for years. The detective's journey began with interviews of the neighbors, hoping to find any overlooked clues or hints that might shed light on the dark mystery. As the detective spoke with the residents of the neighborhood, a recurring theme emerged. One neighbor recalled the strange stench that had emanated from Bhanumati's house on the fateful night of the murder. Another mentioned that they hadn't seen her for days leading up to the tragic event. These testimonies stirred unease among the residents as they realized that there might be more to this case than met the eye. With renewed determination, the detective delved deeper into the available evidence, meticulously retracing the steps leading up to the gruesome murder. The crime scene told a chilling story, one that had initially remained elusive due to the complexities of the case. The house bore the marks of a violent struggle, and Bhanumati's lifeless body was a testament to the brutality of the crime. The wounds on her body suggested an attack driven by a frenzied and intense rage. But the motive behind this violence remained a puzzle that confounded investigators. Undeterred, the detective continued to uncover overlooked details, following new leads that began to emerge. Each new revelation brought them one step closer to it, piecing together the puzzle that had confounded investigators for years. As the investigation intensified, the detective's pursuit of the truth grew more urgent, driven by a deep-seated commitment to uncover the secrets buried within this cold case. The suspense continued to build, and the audience was left on the edge of their seats, eager to discover the shocking truth behind Bhanumati's murder. The detective's unwavering dedication became a beacon of hope, in a case that had long been forgotten by the passage of time. During the initial investigation, the police were faced with a baffling case. The family discovered that gold and cash worth approximately 2.5 lakh rupees were missing from the house. The scene indicated a theft, with the safe open and goods seemingly sold. However, there was no evidence, no leads, and no witnesses to support this theory. The police were determined to crack the case, but as the years passed, they found themselves without a breakthrough. Unbeknownst to them, hidden elements and potential clues remained concealed during the initial investigation. These elements, overlooked at the time, would shed new light on the case, providing fresh leads for the police to follow. Experts were called in to meticulously analyze the crime scene, examining every detail with great care. Their exhaustive analysis would ultimately reveal crucial insights that could potentially solve the crime and bring justice to Bhanumati Thakkar. After years of relentless investigation, a breakthrough finally occurred in 1998. The evidence gathered during this period was presented in court, bringing the case one step closer to justice. The untold story of the crime scene was finally unveiled, showcasing the power of thorough analysis and unwavering perseverance. In 1998, the Bhanumati murder case shocked the nation, as the police had been left with no leads or clues. As time passed, the case grew colder, and for 16 long years, the file gathered dust, forgotten in the depths of the legal system. But in 2013, a glimmer of hope emerged. I was posted in Mumbai Crime Branch Unit 4 when I visited Whereafter, said the police constable to a senior officer. And there, I had a conversation with a relative. This seemingly ordinary conversation would prove to be the breakthrough the investigation needed. The relative provided crucial information that had been missing all these years, and suddenly, the case was reopened, and the search for justice began anew. Solving cold cases presents unique challenges. Detectives, forensic experts, and legal professionals all face the daunting task of piecing together fragmented evidence and reconstructing the crime scene. As we delve deeper into the investigation, we'll showcase visuals of the evidence and crime scene reconstructions. These visuals will help paint a clearer picture of the crime and the steps taken by the police over the years to solve it. The informer who had shared the crucial information explained, "Years ago, Bhanumati Thakkar was murdered by Tanaji and his associate, Sambhaji Shilar. If we arrest these two, then her soul will find peace and our village will be saved." The constable initially laughed and questioned, "How can we save the village by arresting two killers? How can she say that her soul is wandering?" The informer remained unwavering in his belief, insisting, "No, sir, I am right." This chilling revelation left the senior officer, a seasoned law enforcement professional, with a difficult decision to make. The constable approached the senior officer and shared the informer's story. The senior officer, intrigued by the gravity of the situation, realized that it should not be taken lightly. Understanding the importance of gathering more information, he instructed the constable to return and obtain further details. The constable, equally invested in the case, decided to travel around the area to uncover more clues. Upon his return, he revealed a crucial piece of information. The murdered woman, Bhanumati Thakkar, had a connection to the village where an idol was located. This revelation raised questions about the presence of the murderer's idol in the village. The senior officer's curiosity was piqued, and he recognized the implications of this murder and the presence of the idol. If not taken seriously, this case could have severe consequences for the community and the reputation of the police force. The senior officer was determined to unravel the truth and bring justice to Bhanumati Thakkar. The informer, caught between loyalty and fear, shared more about the case, explaining, "I knew something was off. I didn't want to be part of that theft." The informer overheard Tanaji and Sambhaji talking about the stolen goods and a murder. The villagers were adamant that Bhanumati's death should not go unnoticed, as strange diseases and unexplained deaths had plagued the village since her murder. Led by Sambhaji, the villagers embarked on a quest for justice. They gathered evidence, interviewed witnesses, and pieced together the puzzle surrounding Bhanumati's murder. During their investigation, the police and the detective found that the villagers stumbled upon an idol of Bhanumati. According to the villagers' beliefs, this idol held the key to her spirit, and they worshipped it, hoping it would guide them towards the truth. The case file, which had remained untouched and collecting cobwebs in a dusty warehouse for 16 years, was finally discovered. As the investigation continued to unfold, the police interviewed witnesses, analyzed evidence, and retraced the events leading up to Bhanumati's death. Each clue brought them closer to unraveling the past and finding the perpetrator. The identity of the murderer was unveiled, bringing a sense of closure to the village and justice for Bhanumati. In the end, both Tanaji and Sambhaji found solace and purpose in their intertwined destinies. Their story serves as a reminder of the power of dreams, the strength of connection, and the unyielding spirit of the human heart. Join us on this journey as we delve deeper into the enigmatic tale of Tanaji and the woman who forever changed his life. Stay tuned for more revelations and uncover the secrets that lie within unveiling the woman's story. The search for the murderers was no easy task. Two names, Tanaji and Sambhaji, were found in the investigation, and Tanaji's phone number served as a lead. However, finding him in the vast expanse of Mumbai was akin to finding a needle in a haystack. The police team managed to locate him, but the phone number led to a dead end, with no calls or conversations to trace. Even the address they had was a wild goose chase, as it turned out to be a dead end as well. Desperate for more information, the police turned to a mobile service provider, hoping to obtain further details. In a surprising turn of events, Tanaji and Sambhaji were eventually arrested. They were taken to the police station, where their interrogations began. In the midst of questioning, Tanaji revealed a shocking tale that would open up a 16-year-old unsolved murder case. It turned out that Tanaji, his associate Sambhaji, and a police informer had hatched a plan to rob Bhanumati. However, as the night of the planned robbery fell, the police informer backed out, refusing to commit the crime. Undeterred, Tanaji and Sambhaji decided to proceed with the plan. They knew that Bhanumati could recognize one of them, which put their secret at risk. To protect their identities, they made a horrifying choice. Before they could carry out the robbery, they attacked Bhanumati, leading to her untimely death. Subsequently, they looted her wealth and fled from the scene of the crime. Bhanumati's death left another character, Maya, without a job. Years passed, and Tanaji, now plagued by guilt and suffering from sleepless nights, sought help from an illusionist. The illusionist's advice was unexpected but intriguing. Make an idol of that woman and place it in your village. Worship it. You'll be fine. With no other options and tormented by his sleepless nights, Tanaji crafted an idol that represented Bhanumati and placed it in his house. Beginning to pray and worship it, the villagers, curious about the new idol, began to question its origin, as it was unlike any they had ever seen before. When asked about the idol, Tanaji explained that it represented a woman who had tragically died in a Mumbai road accident. The idol, for him, was a symbol of remorse and redemption, a testament to his journey towards inner peace. The story takes another twist when a father's worst fear comes true. His child falls seriously ill, a victim of a mysterious disease that has been ravaging their village. He rushes back home, leaving everything behind, only to discover the extent of the devastation. He realizes that the village's superstitions, which were linked to the idol of Bhanumati, were misguided. The disease plaguing the village was not connected to the idol, but something far more sinister. Now, he is on a desperate mission, a race against time to save his child and the entire village from the grip of this deadly affliction. Finally, in September 2013, after 16 long years, Tanaji and Sambhaji were arrested. The village breathed a sigh of relief, and the silence that had hung heavily over the years was finally broken. The villagers found solace and, most importantly, justice for Bhanumati Thakkar. The power of relentless investigation, the uncovering of hidden details, and the unwavering pursuit of truth had brought justice to a case that had remained unsolved for far too long. In the end, the story of Bhanumati Thakkar is not just one of a tragic murder, but also a testament to the enduring power of human perseverance and the unyielding quest for justice.